The chapter of Delta Kappa Epsilon in Yale is in a lot of trouble because of an initiation ceremony that they had. They had people who wanted to join the fraternity go in front of the Women's Center and chant offensive things, like no means yes and yes means anal. Bad.
Okay, all right, we actually have video of that. It's real quick, it's dark, but you'll hear the chant. Let's watch.
No means yes, yes means anal. 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 No means yes, yes.
Somebody just yell out boner?
No, louder. Okay. That's how these guys at Yale roll. Like, oh, that's hot. Boner!
These guys all got into Yale.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, this is Deke, okay? And if I'm not mistaken, you know who were Deke brothers? The Bushes. Mm-hmm. Because I knew a bunch of guys at Deke.
It's DK, yeah.
You're right. I knew a bunch of guys at Deke and at Penn, and they were all so proud. They're like, oh, you know who's a Deke brother? Yeah! Bushes, yeah! No means whatever. I'm like, okay. Now, the thing is, Ben and I were discussing this earlier. Anna, let's run it by you, right? We think if they said...
We think it's half funny.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if they had said...
I mean, it's clever. It's college kids. It's dumb, but it's clever.
If they had said no means no, yes means anal, would that have been funny?
I think that's flat out funny.
Yeah, that could be funny.
Yeah. Because
this is such an absurd conversation, and I feel like I have to like walk on eggshells around it because, of course, what they're saying is so wrong and it's so offensive and it's so terrible. But given that, yes, if they said no means no, yes means anal, then it's a little funny.
Right, because they what they've done is they're young and they haven't refined their senses of humor yet. Right. But the key is that once you've established, the problem is going to the Women's Center and saying no means yes, then you've lost the whole back half of the joke. It's like Michael Richards.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really care what your routine was after you use the N-word on the black guy, you know?
Then they make it worse by chanting, my name is Jack, I'm a necrophiliac, I fuck dead women. Okay, they chanted that. Okay, so if you weren't convinced already that that chant was a little off bounds, okay, I think the I fuck dead women chant will pretty much put it over the top.
I think that the no means yes is the worst thing they do here because that's so stupid that it's not. Yeah.
But here's my argument. Okay, when you combine them all together, it's fairly hideous.
Yeah, you're just a giant tool with a total. They just haven't gotten it yet. Whoever came up with the back half of the first chant is on to something. They're on to comedy. But first of all, I guess necrophiliac and Jack.
Right.
My name is Jack. I'm a necrophiliac. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, and even if it did, I F dead women doesn't rhyme with anything.
Obviously, that's really out.
Okay, these guys, they don't know what they're doing on many different levels. You're going to be shocked to find out that Yale's Women's Center was outraged.
Also, they did it to the Women's Center.
Right.
Oh, God, I forgot that part. Jeez and Lord mercy, these... Okay. Guilty.